There was a kid named Steve who yearned to explore the mines. However, he was blocked by an old man guarding the entrance. You shall not pass. The entrance was too small for Steve to squeeze through, forcing him to give up. Steve then grew up and found himself stuck in a 9-to-5 job selling houses. One day, while eating his lunch, he began to play with his food and suddenly remembered his true passion, the mines, and his desire to create. He fired his job and returned to the mines. The old man was still standing guard, completely unchanged. But this time, Steve changed. He outplayed the old man and entered the mines. Inside, he discovered a cube and a crystal. When put it together, a portal opened up, transporting him to the Minecraft overworld. He began to build and explore, but as time went by, he felt lonely. He then got a doggo named Dennis. I'm Steve. One day, while exploring with Dennis, they found a ruined portal. After fixing it, they stepped inside and encountered a group of piglins. These piglins were led by a failed dancer from the Nether's Got Talent, known as Old Pig Lady.
Check out my moves! I'm dancing, look at me! I'm such a good dancer, can you see?
She longed for the cube to turn the overworld into her own kingdom. To protect the cube, Steve gave the cube to Dennis and instructed him to hide it at his house in the real world. Meanwhile, there was Aquaman, a washed-up arcade gamer who accidentally found the cube. Shortly after, siblings Henry and Natalie arrived in town, fulfilling their late mother's wish to live there. They rented a house from a woman named Dawn, who had many jobs, including animal care. Henry started school, where he attempted to build a jetpack but failed after some classmates pranked him. It resulted in the destruction of a potato chip factory. Natalie was not happy about this. One day, while visiting Aquaman's shop, Henry discovered the cube, and even though there was a paper saying no, he decided to join the pieces together. Aquaman, more interested in financial gain than caution, didn't stop him. Suddenly, the cube led them all to the mines, where Natalie and Dawn had also arrived. Together, the four entered Minecraft. 20 minutes later, night fell, and they were surrounded by mobs. During the chaos, the real-life crystal shattered, trapping them in Minecraft. Just then, Steve appeared to rescue them. Old Pig Lady had released him in exchange for the cube. Meanwhile, Dennis was chilling somewhere safe. Steve then recalled that the Woodland Mansion had a spare real-life crystal, so they set off towards a nearby village for preparation. But Old Pig Lady had caught wind of Steve's betrayal and sent piglins after him. In a race against time, Steve, Aquaman, and Henry escaped using Eltras, while Natalie and Dawn managed to flee on foot. Eventually, they found Dennis. On the other hand, Aquaman pressured Steve into searching the redstone mines for diamonds, which Henry was not happy about. Just as they were searching, they encountered more piglins, but narrowly escaped again. While Natalie and Dawn happily built a mushroom base, the three boys headed to the Woodland Mansion. Inside, Aquaman and Steve fought a chicken jockey, during which Henry managed to grab the real-life crystal. But then, Old Pig Lady and her piglins attacked, seizing the cube for herself. In a selfless act, Aquaman sacrificed himself while Steve and Henry fled. reuniting with Dawn and Natalie. Soon after, Old Pig Lady followed them to the overworld with her piglins. Determined to not give up, Steve and his friends fought back using iron golems and redstone traps. Henry was then tasked with retrieving the cube, but was knocked over by a piglin. As he faced the brink of defeat, Aquaman returned to rescue him. Together, they defeated Old Pig Lady and successfully made their way back to the overworld, no, the real world, ready to create a new arcade game.